There are multiple weapons in Hotline Miami. You can use these for your playstyle or use them to kill in unique ways. But what if you ignored that and said, return to monkey? Can you beat Hotline Miami using only your fists? Or as my friend Jacob asks, can you beat Hotline Miami by only fisting? First things first, I've obviously never done a video like this yet in my days of doing YouTube, so I will probably be very inexperienced in this field. Anyways, with that said, let's just get into this video. When opening the game, I accidentally clicked Start Game instead of Levels. In turn, I completely forgot that the game had a tutorial. To my surprise, the game allowed me to do a tutorial without using a weapon or guns. Doing the tutorial doesn't matter because it doesn't affect anything moving forward. After the tutorial, my schizophrenic ass started talking to a horse, a chicken, and an owl. I did not pay attention to what they were saying. After all the talking, I noticed that Jagged has a lot of bloody clothes on his floor. I guess it's his time of the month. A message on my answering machine told me that there were going to be cookies. If you know this game enough, you know damn well there are no cookies. For some reason I need to be wearing a chicken mask when I go get these cookies. Maybe it's some kind of weird fetish. Got in my car, and now we're going on to the first level. I can tell you this was actually one of the easiest levels to do this challenge on. Also, be aware, I didn't even warm up when I did this challenge. But I know damn well that guy did not zip up his pants that damn quick. Besides that bullshit death, on level 1 you're required to pick up a briefcase. However, when you use it, it's pretty much the same as using your fists, and you can't drop it anyways, so you're pretty much safe and clear since it doesn't affect much, so this level does not affect you. That means you can still do this challenge safely. I'm also saying you as if any of you are going to try this. You probably won't. Also, since I was under the impression that the Tony mask was messing up my gameplay, for some reason I just switched to the Richard mask. I'll let you know that nothing really changed. While making this, I'm going to be trying to spare you from 2 hours of yapping since that's how long my recordings are. After doing my business in the subway, I beat a homeless man to death. I'm glad this game really makes me connect with real life. I love doing this. Then I talked to a bearded man that Jacket definitely does not know. Found out what some comments on my old Hotline Miami status videos were referencing. Then on the next level, I thought it was really funny playing hide and seek with this bald asshole. Completed level 2 just fine. Bearded guy again. I'm gonna save my breath on these parts. Found out that there's some snitching little shits in Miami. I'm gonna have a talk with him later. Started level 3, and I don't know how this motherfucker keeps seeing me from that far. And after hitting that enemy for the first time, I wondered if I could beat Hotline Miami as Don Juan, maybe next time. Then I got to this part. I literally don't know how I was supposed to handle 4 guys with firearms when I can't use firearms. Then I thought back. The main goal of this challenge is to kill and damage enemies using only my fists. However, guns make loud noises, and there's no penalty against me using guns as bait. As long as I kill each enemy using only my fists, I'm in the clear. However, I was unfortunately up against the most stubborn fucking AI known to man. However, with how many tries it took, I still at least completed the mission using only my fists. You see, I'm a problem solver. I know what I'm doing. For the most part. I am just that good at Hotline Miami. But do ignore the fact that I have not played this game in months. But hey, it's honest work. And these people will not stop yapping about me. I picked up the call on my answering machine, and it was about a dating service. I am a better man than that, and I don't need online dating. So I had to talk to the big men, or women, upstairs. By beating the ever-loving shit out of everyone I could get my hands on. And contrary to what I just said, there were no women to kill in this building. However, that phone call was not lying. I did have a date, but with death itself. And this is when I hit my first roadblock. This enemy does not take damage from fists. This asshole is wearing Kevlar, and I cannot punch through Kevlar. And this didn't really break me. I'd be lying if I said it did, but it didn't. The problem is, I cannot beat this level if I do not shoot this guy. I need to shoot him in the chest roughly 3 times with a shotgun, and neither of those times make him bleed until the last one. But this isn't gonna stop me. Since it's coded that I cannot beat this level without a shotgun, I'm gonna have to make do with what I have. After a bunch of trial and error of not getting the shotgun that can actually take this guy down, I finally took him down, but I had to break my own code using a shotgun. However, this isn't going to stop me. I'm going to keep doing this challenge no matter what. I don't care that this level makes me kill with a shotgun. I'm still going to use my fists on every level from this point. And also, for some reason, I start rubbing my ass in this guy's face. I wish I could tell you why I did it, but I genuinely cannot remember. But unfortunately with this, I have a new roommate that I kinda just don't want. But I can't kick her out or anything. That would be mean. Now, Jacket may kill people, but he's above kicking his own roommates out that have long-term trauma. Then I found one of the most confusing things in a bar. 10 years ago when Hotline Miami was made, it was common for pink and blue to be common colors to associate your gender with, that being male and female. But what do you do when the rug to the male bathroom is pink and the rug to the girl's bathroom is blue? Riddle me that, liberal. Also, I'm lying about it being the most confusing thing. Also, I talked to the rubber masks again, but, you know, the funny chicken mask asks that funny question. Yeah, that's about all that happened. Woke up and the blonde lady's sleeping on my couch. I don't remember allowing her there. Then I came up against a speed bump. You cannot kill dogs with just your fists. You either need a Tony mask, a gun, or a melee weapon. And unfortunately, I completely forgot that dogs were an enemy until just now. I switched to the Tony mask in hopes that I could kill a dog with my fists, and yeah, I can. And this mission took longer than I wanted to because this motherfucker would not aggro no matter how many times I shot near him. He did not give a fuck. But by some streak of luck, he ended up actually going for me. Anyways, from this point on, I don't want this video to end up being 45 minutes of me talking, so I'm going to be as quick as I can with this video. You don't need to hear every little detail about this area. However, this is the funny exploding room, so I need to talk about this area. But unfortunately, this is one of those things where if you touch it, you fucking die. So unfortunately, I did need to use a gun to make the door explode. And also, these enemies behind cover, yeah, guess what? Can't punch them. Guess what I gotta use? A goddamn gun. Kinda the opposite of this fucking challenge. But whatever, because I'm still going to do this. Saw these Russians harassing a guy in a boar mask, or whatever kind of mask that is. Shit, I can't even tell. 20 damn seconds later, guess what? Dude's dead. I can't do anything about it. This city sucks. This guy had 20 seconds to shoot at me, but he didn't, for some reason. Found out that less people were going to the pizza shop because of all the murdering I was doing. Found out I'm in an apartment, in an apartment with a weird guy. Jesus. Found out that butlers don't chase you when they're aggro. They just sit in the same room and shoot at you. Yeah. You can understand my frustration. Had to break code and shoot at more people again. Yay! Great. And it took me about 30 seconds to realize that there was a guy sitting in the goddamn corner. And guess what? He can only take damage by you shooting at him. Yay! God damn it. And this part of the floor took me 7 minutes to complete. Don't ask why it took so long. I don't even know. Found out you can't beat up people who are sitting on the toilet. At least he's respectful. Never mind, you won't believe it. I had to go up against another enemy that won't die by fists, only gunshots. And I'm gonna have to encounter a lot of those when I'm playing this. I'm just gonna skip over a lot of it. And I forgot I'm not supposed to throw the golf club at Biker. I'm kinda dumb. When I finally downed him, I wanted to see how long it would take for him to bleed out and die. Unfortunately, he doesn't fucking do that, so I had to finish the job myself. I had to talk to the masks again. And I don't really know what the owl's talking about, but I guess he's making it about himself. Found the lady sleeping in the bed near me, which I don't know why she didn't do that in the first place. Found the body of an old friend in a gas station. I don't remember killing him there. Beard tried telling me that we're all living in a simulation, but I didn't believe the hippie at all. Maybe I just forgot to finish off Biker, I don't know. Found out that the lady living with me was making my house more preppy, and there was less blood on my floors, which I didn't really appreciate. You know, that added character to my apartment, but whatever. And this level pissed me off because it took an unnecessary 5 minutes out of my life, and I genuinely forgot that police come here. I didn't have my earbuds in for some reason. Then I found out I could punch a SWAT member I didn't even know you could do that. I also don't know why they didn't just blockade my car there. That's kind of on them. Talk to a guy whose dog has a human name. That's weird. Who the hell names their dog Parker? Apparently beard shaved. That's definitely not him on the left. Also, I don't know why, but it took me 10 tries to get past this window. Honestly, on this part of the level is when I genuinely started contemplating quitting this challenge. However, I didn't. I am a survivor. And if I'm being completely honest, it actually took me 10 minutes to finish this area. I don't know why I struggle with some levels. I couldn't explain. Also, on this segment of the floor, there's the big guys in the pink suit. Yeah, you know, the ones I kind of need to shoot. Yeah, I think the bald guy has started to get schizophrenic too. I've never met this man in my life. Also, apparently me and the roommate moved our beds together. That's not very Christian. Also, someone's digging through my fridge. I don't really appreciate that. Also, I forgot this somewhat useless mechanic where you can actually pick up one of the Russians as a human shield. I kind of forgot you could do that. This is the first and only time this happens in this video. I also found out if you throw a melee weapon at one of the Russian guys in this little glass area, they could actually end up picking up the melee weapon and just being stuck there, because they can't swing at you or anything. So they're just stuck there until you kill them. Also, you can kind of tell here that I'm giving up on the challenge because I'm using guns. When it came to this part, I genuinely forgot that there was a guy who threw Molotov cocktails. So, anyways, the mustache twat ended up locking me in this room, and I genuinely had no way of getting out. But somehow, enemies could walk through it. How? I don't fucking know. They just could. So I was stuck here, and I genuinely couldn't do anything about it. Not to mention that there was just a Russian in the right corner of that room, and I genuinely I can't shoot at him. So I did what anyone in a tight situation would do. I ended up just killing myself, because it's either sit there for eternity or finish off the suffering. He surrendered, and I promptly just had enough of him. Beat the fuck out of him. Deserved it. Now he's charred. I ended up coming home, which is a thing Jacket doesn't do. Then I found my fucking roommate dead. I don't know what she did, but she must have did something. I told her not to fuck around with the cartel. Then some rat asshole ended up shooting me. I didn't really appreciate it, to be honest. Then I realized this chicken is copying my style. I know I'm drift, but you don't need to copy my style, dickhead. And I guess Jack has never seen someone in a hospital before, because it really ended up blowing his fucking mind. Apparently it was me in the hospital bed, and now I gotta walk past doctors and cops. I've never liked this area, by the way, so I'm going to be skipping all of it. Apparently everyone will snitch on a guy wearing a fucking chicken mask, but once that same guy is out in a hospital gown, no one reports it, by the way. Jesus, how did no one stop me? After that, I did what I do best. I assault multiple police officers. Don't actually do this, by the way. And then I got to the second floor, where guess what? I gotta kill more fat people who take shotgun shells rather than punches. So, yeah, I'm sure you can guess where this challenge is going. I also found out that the metal detectors here, guess what? They detect metal. In all seriousness, I actually had no idea that they made sound. Also, the second floor wasn't even a bad thing. I literally cannot damage the enemies in the middle without firing. It's not like you can run over there and punch them all to death. They're going to mow you down like an A10 warthog. I'm sure you can understand why I start getting pissed throughout this video. Also, I wish I was kidding, but it genuinely took me like 20 tries to beat this level. Wish I was kidding. I finally got the key and had a talk with the bald guy, while the door had a spasm. He was talking a lot about helping me, but I didn't really care. He's bald. He must perish. And then I made him turn purple. I somehow intimidated a guy by not saying a single fucking word to him. I swear I'm a nice guy, I'm just misunderstood. Maybe if he asked me questions about how I was, maybe he'd understand me a little bit more. But he didn't do that, so fucking killed him. And finally, here we are, the final mission for Jacket. My stupid ass equipped the Richard mask for some reason. I don't really know why I did. Obviously, I had to switch to Tony. I ended up accidentally wasting the only 2 shells in that shotgun on one guy, so I ended up having ring around the rosy with just one guy. How he didn't find me here is just confusing to me. Honestly, at this point of the challenge, I just knew I wasn't going to get past him without the shotgun, so I wanted to mess with him for a little bit. So I ended up just spinning in a circle for roughly 30 seconds. As fun as this is, I knew I had to get back to business. I entered the room, and I genuinely forgot how to counter the pumas. Or panthers. Dude, I don't even know what they are. Now, cat or panther, I kill equally. Not well, that is. After killing the purple cat things without my fists, yay. Jacket got to kill his first woman ever. I feel a little bad for her, to be honest. He kind of just messed her up really bad. It felt a little motivated, even though I was controlling Jacket. And I needed to pick up throwing knives. That's right, throwing knives. Not throwing fists. Knives. Yeah. Anyways, the guy took the coward's way out. It should have been me who killed him. He ended up getting a phone call, and me being the nosy little nose that I am, I ended up taking the call for him. Apparently there was a man upstairs, and if there's any soul upstairs, I'm gonna need to kill them. And that's exactly what I went to go do. I went in the elevator, shot a random old guy in the head, and I did not beat Hotline Miami using only my fists. And that's it. Thank you for watching. If you are a viewer of my channel, I'm so sorry that I haven't uploaded in the past 2 weeks. I've been busy with school stuff, but now that's over, I should be free to upload a little bit more now. I apologize if this video wasn't executed well. I've never done a video like this, but I'll learn along the way. But thank you for watching. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, subscribe if you want to see more, please. And comment if you think you could do this. I didn't know how else to do this, so I don't know. But anyways, that's all. I'll see you guys in the next video.